Perfect. Description. के गर्नु पर्दैन Hey guys, hi. Today's live is all about how we can apply to HSU Düsseldorf University, and I'm gonna show you like how you can check the requirement first because that's like the most important thing, and then I will also take you through like the whole like the portal, because like in this at this university you can apply directly. So I mean you cannot miss the chance where you are getting like a chance to apply directly. And so first thing what you have to do, you can simply, this is like one example of like a course where you can see all the course detail here in the overview. And this course is about master degree MSc in economics, and like the location is Düsseldorf. I mean, you might know where is Düsseldorf. It's in North Rhine-Westphalia in Norway, and the course is taught in English, fully English. It's a full-time course. You can see here, I mean, if it's a part-time, they will mention like, part-time and full-time, both are like, if it's possible, they will mention. But this course is like typically a full-time course, and course duration is 4th semester. Beginning of like a semester is winter and summer. So they are offering in both semesters. And then like the application deadline is for winter semester, it is start from 2nd May to 15 July. And for summer semester, it's from 2nd May to 15 June. So basically it's around, let's say May, June, July, 2.5 months of the time where you can apply. And there's no tuition fee because it's a public university. No tuition fee, that's the best. We should also target all the time to study in public university. And this master degree course is not combined with PhD program. There are some courses, master degree courses, which also combine with PhD. That means you can, once you are done with your master degree, you can immediately start your PhD at the same university. But here it's not even like a joint degree, like a dual degree program, which I'm studying also. And here is like a short description about the universe, about the course. You can go through it, and once you feel like this is like the course which I want to study, then go ahead. And next thing, what you can see whether you are qualified or not, this is just like an overview. And here in this section, requirement and registration, I hope you can see. If not, then I can just pull the camera. And here you can see, wait a second. Okay, perfect. So you can see here, the requirement is bachelor degree focus on economics, science, social science, mathematical analysis with least 180 ECTS. So you have to check like whether you are fulfilling the criteria or not. And the German grade at least 2.5. That means if you convert your grade into German and your grade comes like around, let's say, less than 2.5, in German standard, like German grading system works exactly opposite than ours. So if they're asking like at least 2.7, that means your grade should be less than 2.5 or 2.7. In this case, if your German grade is 2.6, then that means you are not like eligible for this course. But if your German grade comes like below, you are eligible. So basically you can check, like you can convert your German grade. You can also convert your German grade on TU Munich website. They have like a nice converter. Even in our website also, you can check. You can also convert into German grade. Once you know, like see all the criteria, this is like about your bachelor degree, and then they need like a English certificate, which is like IELTS at least 5.5. And if you sometime, you know, like if you did your bachelor degree in English, then they will consider, for example, here applicants must have a graduation diploma that proves English language proficiency of a B2 level. So if you done your bachelor degree in English, that means you need, like, you know, you need one of them. You don't need like all. So even with the based on MOI, medium of instruction, you are eligible to apply. And then we already mentioned about like deadline. It's also mentioned here. And then how you can submit your application. They like they have like a hyperlink here. So basically what we are gonna do is now we will go inside the portal and see how things are, you know. And basically, like, it's always, not always but almost same for all the universities. When you apply directly, it's almost same. So if you know about this university, how you apply for a how you send application, then you will know mostly like for all other applications, like where you can apply directly. And if you have to apply uni assist, exactly here they mention, if you have to apply through uni assist, they will mention here like you have to send your application via uni assist. But here, no. For uni assist, I already made a video, so you can have a look about that. And now we will go through like the portal. So basically this is like the portal which you can see. I think, yes, you can see. Let me zoom in if I can. Okay, perfect. So, and you can change the language in the corner, like right here. If you see, you can change the language. So if you know German, like you can do in German itself. But if you don't know German, it's always like sometimes, even if I know German, but it's hard to, you know, do all the things in German language. So better to convert it into English, and then, you know, you are in. Here you go. So right now what we will do, or you have to do, if you already created account, then you can simply log in on top of here. But as a first time applicant, what we have to do is basically here, you know, apply to study at HHU. So you go there. Once you click, you are inside. They will ask you which category you want. They have also FAQ. You can, you know, if you have some question like prior to study or some kind of question you have, you can already have a look here, you know. But we will focus more on like how we are going to send application or submit application. And here you have to click at application. You can read about, like, you know, you have to you have decided to study at a rural, you know. So basically, if you feel like, yes, I am ready to apply to this university, then you are in. Yeah. So this portal is exactly same like the other universities portal where you are able to apply directly. It's exactly same. I mean, there might be like slightly different or some additional requirements are necessary, but to sign up for the portal, this is like the step. So it's almost 90% chances it's the same. Here you have to write your surname and then first name, gender. It should be like whatever you have in your passport, it should be the same, you know. And then date of birth, you can just simply select date of birth here. And place of birth, in most of the cases we don't know our place of birth, so you just open your passport, just check your passport. On like the personal detail page, there is a place of birth. So in Nepal, it's most of the time, or like mostly, it is our district, like Jilla ko naam. So only district name is like our like place of birth name. But in if you are from like different country, there might be like your city name. So check on your passport. In every country's passport, the city like place of birth is mentioned. So you just have to write place of birth, and you can select your country. In our case, it will be like in Nepal. And then your nationality, it's Nepal. So these are like the mandatory field which you have to fill, and the optional fields you can simply skip. You don't have to fill like the optional fields. And then contact information, here you have to select your country, like in Nepal, or if you are already in Germany, you can write your German address. And it start with like a city name and house number. In sadly in our country we don't have house number, so you can simply write your like the village name or city name with municipality name, and then ward number. So that will work perfectly. And postal code is like a pin code. You can simply Google like your city name, like for example, like Kathmandu or Bhairava, Nepal pin code, and then they will give you like one pin code, and you can simply write that pin code. And then city, your phone number with country code, and your email. You have to repeat the email just for confirmation. And if you see here, this is like the password you have to create. So make sure like the password is 10 character long, at least 10 character. And then you have to it should be consist of like uppercase, lowercase letter, digits like number, and also a special character. So you can choose accordingly. And then you have to also fill a captcha. So here it asks like security question captcha, count the letter in. So you just need to count and then write the number. And if you refresh here, please write down first, second, third letter. So first, second, and then third, WIP. So you just need to write. And like for example, like WIP, you have to write it exactly like this, else it's like a case sensitive, so it will not accept. And then select here, because I mean, of course you are applying to Germany, so GDPR will be always there. So for data protection or privacy, you have to accept their policies. So you must click here, and then see it shows like pop-up. So what we are doing here, we already created an account for one of our student. Thanks he agreed, where we can use their credential to show you guys, take you through like a application portal. And next will be because we already have the account, so we can simply know. And yes, So once you register, you will receive an email to confirm the email. You just need to click, there will be a confirmation link, click it, then you are like register for the portal, and then you can simply log in. So right now what I can show you here. If you can see, here is like the username. You will receive it via email, and then password, what you mentioned here, your password. So what I will do, I will log in. Okay, so okay, so I'm like in the portal. I can show you in a while. So here I'm in the portal, and then you can see I created one application here. So right now what I will do, because our website is in English, so we don't have to translate. So view application, here you can see. I will show you like the from beginning, but I need to, yes, here you go. Okay, perfect. So here what I have done before is I already filled one form, but I will take you to like a next one. Once you are inside the portal, it will show exactly like the same, but this field will be like something like here, like there won't be like a submit application because you have to add a request. So we will add a request first, like here, and now what you can do, you have to select, are you applying for bachelor or master? So we are going here for master. And then are you applying for artificial intelligence, biochemistry, or chemistry international, biology, or so you can simply just search which degree you are applying for. And then, I mean, it's a long list. What we will do, we are going to apply for economics, and then like the other field will be like automatically filled. Then next, and you have created a request, because I already created one, so that's the reason it's saying like this. But you can, once, I mean, I can show you guys, wait a second, because I already created one. That's the reason it's not showing me to create the same subject. So I will take you through like all the steps here. So once you selected like the previous section where you selected your course, your master degree, bachelor degree, your course, and then this is like the next step. So here what it's mentioning, like it's some like a random question where they want to know like about your background, like do you have like some special consideration as a elite athlete. So if you are an athlete, there are some quotas, or like let's say not a reservation, but there might be you might get some priority or something. So these are like the questions for that. But in mostly in your case, this won't be like the option, so you can simply go to next. And the next question is again where if you already served as a voluntary military services, or some kind of like a federal voluntary service, or some kind of like a government work in like a governmental organization or something, then you can say yes, else you can simply say no. And then this is kind of like it might varies from person to person, but for most of the students who are in Nepal or in your country and you don't have anyone in, especially in Germany, then you can simply fill all the no. But if you are already in Germany and you are switching your university, then here you have to select yes because you are already in Germany. If not, you can simply select no. And there are some personal questions, let's say, where they're asking, like, are you a son or daughter of a parent who, I mean, with a EU citizenship, like EEA citizenship, or the person are, it's basically if your parents are here and they're working here, then you can say yes. It's just like a basic question. So it varies from student, like every person might, there might be person whose family member is here in Germany, they can select accordingly. But in our case, we will put like simply no. And then also, like, are you a parent or child who is, I mean, it's for most of us it's no. And here is your about your entrance qualification for master program, degree program. In some cases, yeah, in some cases they ask here for your plus two, like, but here you can simply mention about your bachelor degree because they clearly mention for master program. And start with your previous degree is your bachelor, and if it's like in business administration, select business administration. Or there are, like, if you're studying like a business economics or something different, you can simply select. In our case, we will select business administration. And the final grade is, if you already have a final grade or you are in your 7th semester and you are expecting to have your final grade, you can simply choose accordingly. So it's not about like, if that means, that also shows you can still apply to this university if you are in your 7th grade, like, not 7th, I mean 7th semester. So that's for like the final grade. And what was your final grade, you know so you can, if you already know, here they also mention, like, you can enter the grade from VPD. If you already applied to the university via Uni Assist, then you might already have VPD. And in the VPD, it's clearly mentioned how much grade you achieved in your bachelor degree, like like a German grade. You can simply put that German grade here. Your, like, let's say in this case 2.52 will be around 2.1, so you can simply put like 2.1. But as for this particular candidate, we haven't applied to via UniAssist so far, so we don't know like the final grade, so we will just put like our, like, our grade, like whatever we have in our transcript. And what was like the maximum grade you can achieve? Basically it's a 4, so you can simply mention 4, which is like your maximum grade. And the, like, the lowest passing grade is 2.7. This is also something which you have to check on your transcript. It's not like if I'm showing like, hey, okay, pass grade, like CGPA wise 4 is like the maximum grade you can achieve, but minimum grade might be 2.1 or 2.0 or something, or maybe 1.7. So you can check on your transcript, and then accordingly you have to mention here. So it's not like exactly you have to mention 2.7. No, you have to cross check with your transcript and then mention. And this is, as I mentioned, like even if you are not in like you haven't completed your degree, you can still apply. That's the reason they mention here expected graduation date. So you can simply, if you are already graduated, you can write your graduation date. Well. In Nepal, I mean, it's a really sad to see, like we have three three different dates on our transcript. Passing date is different, issue date of that particular transcript is different, and then your bachelor year, like from 2019 to 2023 or 2020 to 2024, is totally different. You know, so I mean, it's really confusing, but you can just write your I mean, you can write whatever date you prefer. In this case, why I choose to like 2024 was the degree completed in 2024, but because of some reason or something, university provided like transcript in 2025, but they also provided like, okay, this particular student passed in 2024, so I mentioned 2024 because of that reason. And then country, definitely if you are from Nepal or your university is in Nepal, then you can just simply write country name and location. And then here you have to upload your transcript. What I will suggest to do, basically you can merge your transcript, like let's say your if you have like transcript all like 8 semester in one page, then that's good. But try to also attach like the grading system. So make it like 2 page or 3 page. First page will be like all the grade, whatever you achieved, and then second page will be like your grading system. Maybe if you have like some kind of like a additional document to support your transcript or your grading system, then attach that also. Then make it like you can simply rename accordingly, maybe like a transcript or bachelor transcript, and then upload here. And CP earned to date, like degree, it's also written in your in your transcript. So well not in, well, I mean, I'm from Nepal, so it will be like some with some Indian accent. But yeah, I mean, whatever you can consider, it's yeah, well, okay. Anyways, so you can simply write your credit points, credit hour, and then the maximum you, and how many semester, you know like your degree was, like 8 semester or 6 semester, you can simply mention. If you have some additional documents to support this particular category or particular section, you can simply attach. So I have attached like a provisional certificate and also university provided gap certificate. We haven't we still waiting for the final degree certificate, but that's something you can also submit later on. It's not like mandatory in the beginning. With the provisional certificate, you can apply to the university, you can get offer letter, and later on during maybe like enrollment process, they might ask you the degree, but with the transcript it's also, it's quite sufficient. And well, Analia. So you might need like APS if you're from India or you studied in India, China, or I think the other one is Bhutan. or Vietnam. So there are like some countries from, if you study, here, Vietnam. So if you studied or your degree is from China, India, or Vietnam, then you must have APS, and you can simply attach APS here. But in this case, let's say, because it's not mandatory, so later on they might ask you to upload your APS. But make sure if your degree is from these countries, you must have APS beforehand. So do it. Apply for APS ASAP. And once you filled all this, like all this section with your degree and all, then you can simply go to next. And here is, if you already studied in that university, then I mean, if you already enrolled, then you can say yes, but we are like a fresh, so we will just simply say no and next. Mm. So if you already, if you have a master degree, like already you achieved one master degree, then you can also mention about that degree. Like for example, if I will apply because I already have a master degree, then I have to select yes. But here we will select no and next. And this is all about your English proficiency certificate, which you already have seen here. You need IELTS at least 5.5 that you can simply upload here. And it's like a drag and drop. So you just need to drag and drop, then it will upload. And then next. This is the most important section which I encountered, and a lot of confusions are there because of, like, you don't know like what are the courses falls in this module. So, well, I mean, when I was doing some research, like yesterday I had encountered with like other applicant from like for other university. They ask different module which like the student was not even aware of, like the word, it was something multivariate or something. I don't even remember the word, so you can imagine like it was totally new term. Then what I did some research. I did some research and found like, okay, these are the courses which falls in this module. And then I counted, or like I wrote about, okay, like these are the courses. I searched on the transcript or course module, and then found, okay, this course has these many of credit, and I mentioned. So here we are talking about HU University, and they mention like about like you must, I mean, how many credit point you achieved in economics and business administration modules. So what you can do, you can simply go to your transcript and see what are the courses are related to economics. you know just write like the points, credit point. What are the courses are related to business administration, or let's say in different way, what are the courses falls in this module, somehow related. It doesn't mean like it should be 100% like economics, like the course name is itself must be like economics. No, it's just like what are the courses that related to economics you have studied. So write down all the credit points and Similarly with like a quantitative modules. This is more like your if you study related to market research, tax, or even like the finance, or some kind of like some kind of courses related to like data, maybe like a data strategy or something. Those courses falls in like quantitative modules. You can, and if you have a doubt, you can simply Google like quantitative modules, or like courses falls or courses considered in this category. You know, just do some research, you will find like at least you will get like some kind of insights. Okay, these are the courses are in this module. Simply count the credit and select next. So here what I found is around 30 credit hours are from economics and business administration module, and from the quantitative modules around 24. This might be different, like, in your transcript. So I'm just giving an example. It must be even like in this transcript, maybe it might be more, because I didn't study like a business administration. So I don't know, like, some courses might be false in economics or business administration, which I'm not aware of. So what I found, I just like, counted the credit according to my knowledge. If you, I mean, you are the one who studied, so you have to, I mean, you must know like which courses you have studied, and then just count and write, and then select next. And this is, have you ultimately failed the course of study in this subject at another German university? So they are talking about these courses like economics. So in Germany, if you failed in one course for 3 times, then you cannot study that course in whole Germany, even I think in whole EU. Like you cannot study at all. That's the reason they ask like whether you have failed in, like, failed the course like about like economics course. If you already failed, then you, I mean, you have to select yes, but mostly they will reject you. So in our case, it's no, because the candidate never studied in Germany so far, hopefully soon. And then select next. Here is just some documents they need. This is nice. You can also download like the document. Nice. See, they also gave you like a format, so you can simply, make your CV with this format, and then you can just upload. But you can also make CV on Europass website. You can also make your CV there. But yeah, I mean, you just simply drag and drop your CV here, or you can simply upload and then select next. So there they ask you like where you studied your bachelor degree. Then you just need to write your university name and location, and then next. Oof, what the heck? See, this is like the thing which I don't like at all. I have showed you the dot. We will cross check. We will cross check for sure. Look at here. In the requirement, these guys mentioned anywhere about GRE GMAT. Did they? No, right? And if you will check their website also, they haven't mentioned anywhere that we need a GRE or GMAT or whatever, like the other thing is like TM Viso. Crazy. So basically, if you don't have GRE or GMAT, you cannot apply to this university. That's bullshit. We did all the things. I mean, well, I was doing this, and then I found like, what the hell is this? They can simply mention like you need a GRE or GMAT or something. But if you already have GRE, GMAT, or this TM Viso, oh wow, but they have also information about this test. We will check. So they have like some recognized aptitude test, which is like this GMAT, GRE, and they have also like some, like how they determine overall grades about these, and then they also mention about like how they evaluate, like, yeah, well, but if you already have a GMAT or GRE, you can simply apply. If not, then you can also give the test. And this one, which they recommend, I think it's in German, and we will convert here. So it's like a graduate test for economics, business, and social sciences. And it costs you, well, a lot. It costs you €100, 150 for late registration. So, well, if you are interested to give the test, then you can give. But in our case, we are not going to give the test as of now, for sure. But what I wanted to show you here, if you already have, then you can simply select next. But if you don't have, then you cannot do like the next step. That's the reason to check the next step. I just uploaded like a passport photo, and then we will go next. Okay, so here is an overall overview of your applications. You can see all the detail what you have mentioned there. Now you can cross check all these details, and then you just need to select here and then submit application just here. But right now we are not going to submit. Okay guys, really sorry, because even I was not aware like they need like a GRE or GMAT, because they haven't mentioned anywhere, which is totally nonsense. They should mention at least, like, so that like a student can prepare. It's a nice university. I'm not blaming the university. It's a nice university, pretty nice location, and the course is also good, but we cannot apply because we don't have like the prior knowledge about like the course that they need GRE, GMAT. But yeah, that's how these university details are. So I think okay, so I have like 2 phones right now. And yeah, I think I also recorded like the whole application process. I will definitely make a video and then upload on our YouTube, and then you can simply watch. But check what I will suggest you, like for this, especially because like with this case, with this particular course, we were not aware that we need GRE or GMAT or whatever was it, TM Viso. It's a German word. I don't know the full form. Sorry. And if we were aware of that, then we could have, given a test for like maybe for GMAT or GRE, or simply we will not spend our time. It's like a wasting our time. At the end of the application process, you see like they need like this particular document, simply wasting our time. But it's a learning process, and you learned a lot. Maybe because of this university, you learned how to apply to other university with their like their direct portal, application portal. That's all. I don't think like we have anything to discuss right now. And thanks for watching. Thanks for being with me, for listening all the bullshit so far. And we will see. I think maybe in coming days I can also come live and talk about financial document, because I'm also getting so many messages about like financial document. There are slightly changes, and they are still confused with like a bachelor, for bachelor degree financial document and master degree financial document. But maybe I don't know when, but hopefully soon. And have a nice evening from wherever you are. And I mean, mostly in Nepal. Then see you next time.